today I'm going to go through building and using the box joint jig, building one, setting it up and using it. If you like my videos and you're enjoying them, then like them and subscribe. So the first thing is, well, obviously you need a router table and a router bit. I'm using a 1/4 inch bit. Then what we've got is we've got a plate that moves back and forwards on an axis, perpendicular or square to a line. So I built this. Then you need to produce a piece of timber which you can plant on to this, and you basically plant it on and screw it and bolt it, and this then produces a fence that is perpendicular, square here. So what you will have is a piece of timber which will attach to the face of here. It has got some bolts that you will attach again to your fence, like so. Attach that, and then there needs to be the ability for it to move backwards and forwards. So that will give you the fine adjustment that you need. Once you've got all your bits of timber, so I've got two sides and I've got two long. So I've got 4 sides. So I've got some little bits of timber that I've cut to the exact, so it's 1/4 inch. Now this router bit here is 1/4 inch. I also want my combs to be 3/4, but if I do that, then I can plane my timbers down. So this jig is set up for 3/4 inch by 1/4 inch comb joints. So what you do is that you get your jig, you get your piece of timber, you get this cutter, you get it 17 mil to where you want it, and you cut in a hole in there. Once you get the hole, then you want to move this jig across 2 thicknesses. So you mark the line, which you can see just here, and then you put 2 thicknesses in, move it across, and then that means your router is now set up perfectly. So you can just run that in, and what will happen is that you will now be able to put your piece of timber in, butt it up against here, against the set, go in, make a cut, lift it out, lift it over and drop it in. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to show you that. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my router and get it so it's absolutely perfect with that little hole. Two of the 2 long ones, you've got a face edge, so they both need to be cut on the face edge. So you go like that, then you go like that, and then we do the same. Go like that. There we go, like that. What I will do is I also use a cramp because I think it's just a bit safer. Right, here we go. Right, so on the other sides, what we do is we use a spacer and we space it one thickness of the cut, and then that's where we make our first cut. It's 1 thickness, and then that'll produce the sort of like the either or, the and or sort of tooth, or the coat or tenon or whatever it is. So let's get on with it. Right, there you have it. So we've got the 4 pieces all cut out. One of the combs came off, unfortunately, when I was going through. So what I will have to do is I will find a little piece of timber that matches it. So I've got this little bit here, and I'll just fillet it in, and you'll not. So I'll cut a piece to make a fake tenon and glue it in. That way you won't see any difference. So don't worry if anything like that happens to you. So we've got all the face edges. They should all point outwards, because the face on this is an outwards facing. So there you go, and that's it. Really simple. So now all that's left to do is to finish it off, glue it and finish it off as you would normally. Right, told you it was a quick one. Hopefully that's helped you all. If you're really looking to do that. The next bit I'm going to do on this is I'm going to actually put a little rebate in and put a top in it as well. So I'll do that. I'm going to inlay it as well, but that's the next video to come. Right, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon.